Hey, Battle Bill, here with another video, getting some more Season 8 Go Battle League battles, getting some more content from the Master League with another submission from Raymar300, fellow PvPer of the community. This feature is going to be centered around what I think is one of the most underrated picks in Master League Battle. I've been doing mostly element battles up until recently, and I did my last couple days in Masters Classic. And these are, again, battles in Masters Classic specifically. These Pokemon level out at level 40 unless they have the best buddy boost, level 41. None of that unlimited Masters, at least not yet. And that underrated pick is Excadrill with Mudshot, Drill Run, Rock Slide. Yes, it is extremely glassy, but it's extremely spammy and it hits really hard. I think it's great in the safe swap position, especially if it can catch a Dialga. So Raymar's put together a team comp, a pretty glassy one actually, of Dragonite, Excadrill, and Mewtwo. We only have 5 battles, so there might be able to see some of the strengths and weaknesses of the team. Some things might be missed, but it's still some exciting spice because Excadrill is extremely underrated and I think has great potential. And I still consider it a spice pick because it's not everywhere yet. And that's the real thing right there. So if you're excited for these battles, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's see how Excadrill performs in this set. Let's get into these battles. Match number 1, we've got Dragonite on a Dialga lead. This is a lost lead because the Dialga is steel typing, taking neutral. Immediately safe swaps into Mewtwo. They match with a Giratina Origin, so not in a great position in this first match. Gonna build up a bunch of energy, getting to a Side Strike here. Side Strike hits for neutral, does great chunks of Giratina Origin's health. Charging is gonna come through. Ominous Window would survive. Shadow Ball gonna take it out. Not able to flip switch, so it's not looking too great for Raymar in this match. Will this trainer be able to flip this match? That's the question. So brings in Dragonite to farm the Giratina Origin all the way down. Unfortunately, it gets to another charge move, most likely another, only an Ominous Wind. I was expecting a Shadow Ball there. That could be huge, preserving some of the Dragonite's health, but then they come in with Togekiss, which is a huge answer for the Dragonite, but that underrated pick, Excadrill, does amazing against Togekiss and Dialga, but now it's really glassy. So it's great that it has 2 shields, but these charms, even though they're resisted because of Excadrill steel typing, are starting to look a little neutral because of how glassy Excadrill is. A boost there would have been horrible, but they thankfully did not get one. Gonna go for the Rock Slide here, built up the 2 of them, gonna be super effective damage, not gonna take out the Togekiss' remaining health. So the question is, how will Raymar play this to potentially let Excadrill sweep and finish off their last 2 Pokemon? That Rock Slide gets them low, they're going for another charge move here. Gonna shield it again, committing to Excadrill. Excadrill is the only chance of potentially winning. They bring in the Dialga. He swaps and matches with his Dragonite, gets to a Draco Meteor, which is huge because that hits for neutral. So having Draco Meteor on this Dragonite makes a very big difference, specifically in this match and in that matchup. Instead of having a Hurricane there, Togekiss comes in, the Excadrill gets to the Rock Slide and is able to clutch the match. So it wasn't just the Excadrill clutch. Dragonite definitely put in some work there, but if it wasn't for Excadrill having such positive matchups against Togekiss and Dialga in this meta, he would not have been able to overcome the terrible lead and swap that he faced in that match. Getting into the next match, we have Dragonite going up against Groudon, but this Groudon has Dragon Tail. This is a Dragon Tail Groudon because Mudshot does not do this much damage to a Dragonite. The fact that Dragon Tail Groudon actually forces the shield there and wins the 1 shield because the Groudon can shield this. That's wild. Dragon Tail Groudon making a push for a legitimate play in Master League. I would love to see more content on that. I heard a streamer on Twitch actually was able to hit Legend with Dragon Tail Groudon, so that might be another underrated pick, speaking of underrated picks. But now Mewtwo's almost dead. Excadrill's coming in. Excadrill has a positive match against Melmetal. It looks like their only counter for what am I trying to say? Looks like their only counter for Excadrill was that Groudon, but that Groudon has Dragon Tail, so it's not exactly the best counter. So is this Excadrill going to be able to clutch this match here? That is the question. Now, Melmetal does have access to super effective superpowers, and they're probably at 2 of them now. They bait with the Rock Slide. He calls the bait. What a play. What a savage. He called the Rock Slide bait. That was his win condition there. That was his win condition. Calling the Rock Slide bait to win. Yo, what a play by Raymar. What a throw by the opponent. But Excadrill clutching. We didn't even find out the last Pokemon was. That's how insane of a play the opponent just got done to them. Getting to the next match. They win lead. The opponent safe swaps Dialga. And the best, what I consider the best counter to a safe swap Dialga is Excadrill. Dialga cannot get to the Draco Meteor here. It can only get to the Iron Head. There's still shield. I played this matchup a million times. My Dialga never got to the Draco Meteor there. Thanks, Dialga, for making me eat those words immediately. I swear I played that matchup a million times, but the opponent knew that they were going to get to the Draco Meteor, so great play by the opponent, and the IVs really make a difference. It was all IVs, 100%, but I still didn't expect it to get there, because it had, like, this much health left, this much health, but, you know, you gotta love it when Battle Bill has to eat his words live on a recording. Either way, unfortunately, Excadrill was not able to put in the work that I would have expected there. But the Dialga's IVs, that's why you need that hundo. I run a 98. I guess the 98, 15, 14, 15 is just not enough to get to that Draco Meteor, because that was actually pretty insane. That must be some, not a bulk point, but just like a smidgen more of health because of that. That allows for Dialga to pull that one off. That was wild. But great call by the opponent. Either way, I don't know where we're left off in this match. It's not looking too great. They have a Melmetal with 2 shields against his Mewtwo and a Dragonite, which do not do great against Melmetal. They also shield the Side Strike. You get to another Side Strike here. This doesn't even take out the Melmetal, so they might not even shield that. They decide to shield both. Oh no, they know he has the Dragonite, so that's why they shielded both. He's over farming here. It looked like a little bit of lag. Going for the charge move. Should be a Rock Slide. Shields it. I have no idea. Is there other Pokemon still at Dialga? Is he going to be able to win this? I don't really know what happened, to be 100% honest. I got so distracted by being wrong about the Dialga getting to Draco Meteor that I'm completely lost in this matchup here. Oh, they had Giratina. What a call to not throw. What a call. What a call. Great call. I mean, he won lead and one swap, but the Dialga surprised me, and I wasn't expecting it to. So that was something else there. That definitely could have thrown him off, but he also made sure to call that Draco Meteor. Either way, really great plays by Raymar there, pulling off a nice win in that situation. Getting into the next match, lost lead and lost swap. Had Melmetal and Dragonite, which is worst case scenario. They then matched the Mewtwo safe swap with Lugia, which is probably one of the hardest counters to Mewtwo when Mewtwo's not running Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball would hit hard, would be super effective against Lugia, but if your Mewtwo is not running Shadow Ball, then it's going to get absolutely walled by this Lugia. The Mewtwo, the Side Strikes are slowly chunking away, but just not enough. They're getting to a charge move here. Should be a Sky Attack. Gonna shield the Sky Attack. Or, oh yeah, true. You could also run Ice Beam or Thunderbolt. So Ice Beam would probably be the preferable one. Thunderbolt doesn't have too much play in Masters. I wouldn't recommend it. It probably goes Focus Blast if you want to use Elite TM, use Shadow Ball, and then Ice Beam after that. But for this situation, if you don't want to use an Elite TM, then you use Ice Beam so you could try and deal with potential Lugia matchups. Now, he has his Excadrill in, but Excadrill does not want to see this Melmetal when it doesn't have any shields. Those superpowers hurt a lot. Gonna get to the drill run here. Would do a huge chunk to the Melmetal, but they have 2 shields. This is not looking too great for Raymar in this battle. I don't think this is a perfect 5-0. This is probably the match that he ends up losing. Lost lead, lost swap, and then really got walled hard. Does not have the move set to do anything to a Lugia. And then they come with Dragonite to eat Side Strike. Shadow Dragonite. Then he has his own Dragonite. He still has a shield. That Shadow Dragonite just disappeared. Just got evaporated into thin air. But then the Melmetal comes back in. The Melmetal has a shield. Can throw super effective Rock Slides. So still not looking great, even though that Shadow Dragonite went poof. And now let's see what he decides to do. Gonna try to Dragon Breath down. Gonna go for 2 Dragon Claws instead. First Dragon Claw should get the shields. Oh no, it doesn't get the shield. Wow. Oh, so I guess Lugia just clutches. Lugia, Dragon Tails down the Dragonite. Mewtwo does not have enough health to get to 2 charge moves. Raymar decides to quit. A lot going on there. A lot going on. I just know that that was not a match he should have won, and unfortunately was not able to win it. Let's get into the next one. I'm getting so sidetracked. We're talking about side points that I'm losing track of the commentating on the match. So we got Dragonite on a Therian Landorus lead here. This looks like a mostly positive lead, but the biggest issue is going to be potentially getting Stone Edge by the Landorus. Oh no, this is not Therian. This is Incarnate. Wow, I'm making a lot of mistakes in this video. I apologize. YouTube comments, don't shred me a new one. That was Incarnate, which is why that was a rock slide. I just saw Landorus and was like, whoop. Gotta be Therian. But anyhow, they swapped out, and now we have Excadrill on Dialga, and he just drill ran it and destroyed it. And still on the no shields here, the Landorus comes back in, gonna be able to throw these neutral rock slides at the Incarnate Landorus. See how much they do. They do a good chunk for neutral damage. Gonna have to worry about this Landorus getting to Earth Power. It gets Earth Power. Therian gets Earthquake and Stone Edge. Too many different forms of some of these Pokemon, man. Anyhow, the Excadrill goes down, comes back in with the Dragonite. Dragon Claw's down, and has a Mewtwo lined up with Yveltal. It's not looking great. That dark damage, spammy dark damage with Snarl and Dark Pulse going up against the Mewtwo, being super effective because of Mewtwo's psychic typing. Gonna go for the Psy Strike, potentially bait. Focus Blast would do a good chunk, so the opponent decided to shield in case of the fact that it was a Focus Blast. Decides not to bait on the next one. The opponent doesn't shield. They kept their shields. They were not able to call the Focus Blast correctly. The Dark Pulse comes through. The Dragonite with a little bit of health left can shield and Dragon Breath down the Yveltal to clutch this match. Even after a terrible match, my chat was saying rip because they thought the user, the person that's being shoutcasted right now, is going to lose that match, and they were able to clutch it by perfectly timing and deciding when to throw their charge move. Bait, no bait, lands Focus Blast, huge 4-1 set. I appreciate the submission, Raymar. I apologize for some of the little things I butchered towards the end there. I'm still getting back into my whole shoutcasting game. I've been putting out content a little bit more consistently recently, but you know, practice makes perfect, and we're just going to keep on going at it with the commentating. And honestly, that was an extremely exciting set of matches to shoutcast and commentate over. So Raymar 300, I really appreciate the submission. Again, Excadrill went to work in that entire set. Extremely underrated pick. This team comp I like, but it's really, really glassy, so I do worry about that. But Excadrill definitely works on a lot of Master League teams, so I highly recommend it as a Pokemon. And these battles, this team was just a lot of fun to watch. Very spammy, very glass cannony, heavy damage indeed. So on that note, let me know your thoughts on the team comp. Let me know your thoughts on the battle and Excadrill. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.